little handstand, you know it. Handstand, I love it when you handstand. Come show me handstand, and do your little handstand, you know it. Handstand, I like it when you.
Okay, I'm upset. I'll fix it later. I'm obsessed with this song right now. It's called Birthday Dance from Just Levi. And oh my gosh, I love it. And when I started singing, I need to think about someone that once told me, like in a very shady way, why are you singing a song but not making any voice? And yet, then you can choose not to sing at all. And that made me think about that moment when we started like vibing without any noise. And my answer to you right now, if you would say that to me ever again, fuck you. But that's not possible because the person is not alive. But I'll think about it more. But that's a good as music. It's a good as music. Oh my god, I love it. Is there a way that I can do it again? I don't think it is. Or is it? I don't know how TVs work. I'm very bad at it. But I was thinking about, you know, that moment that out of nowhere you are over something. You could have walked around it for a you could have walked around with it for a week, a day, a month, a year, 2 years, 10 years, call it, right? But that moment out of nowhere that it doesn't hurt, it's so strange. And the thing is, a lot of times, you know, I can talk about things that have hurt me, or nine times out of 10 I talk about that, but because it learned me a lot. But now I was thinking about myself, you know what? I just want to talk about how strange it is that something that had power over you, over your feelings or self-worth or whatever, out of nowhere it just washes away on a random Wednesday, just like that. And then you're so confused because in that moment, for myself, I was sitting there as, how is that possible? And the strange part is, I chose, I think 2 years ago-ish, I chose to leave everything that wasn't benefiting me in any shape nor form, reinventing myself, healing myself, doing things for myself, being in my selfish era. And a lot of people hated me for that, but I'm not sorry for it. But I chose for that. And in all the time that you heal, that you do this stuff that makes you look at your own problems or things you want to change, or you get reminded that you create your own reality. And in that whole process, there are multiple times that you can feel as a failure, or it doesn't work, or you're thinking by yourself, I do all this and I still don't see a damn thing, right? But I think 1 month ago, I just had no, it wasn't even one, it was 3 weeks ago. I had a whole realization about that the things that I thought that I was healing, that I wasn't healing them anymore because it's not needed. And I have a cold, so my nose is a little bit, you know. But it's so strange Because in that moment itself, I was thinking, and I thought, how are you so okay with it? And it was the first time that I noticed what the feeling of surrendering is and acceptance is over situations. And it feels so damn good. It was like, is you truly get reborn in some way. And it also made me, because the week in front of that, I think just the last pains need to go out. So I had like I was hyperventilating and stuff, like it was bad. But then a few days after that, it hit it and everything just was out, and I was like, damn, I have a whole clean slate in my life, and that absolutely feels for me in that way. I did the healing. I'm not gonna say I'm all the way healed, because no one is healed ever, because tomorrow can happen something and you need to heal again. You know, that's just life. It sucks. But I healed the things that I wanted to heal. That was the reason why I chose to heal for myself and be very selfish with myself, and not towards others. But the thing that I noticed, the moment that you become selfish with yourself, people who shouldn't be in your life receive it as being selfish towards someone else. But it is so interesting and it feels so good, because in that moment you just, I don't know, just a like a different sense of being proud of who you are and what you became and where you're going to. And it's so funny, because the way that I try to move myself for so many people in my life, and now I'm not doing that at all, it feels so good. And it also just, you know what I also noticed? The moment that you mold yourself for other people, when they say something about that part of you, you will become, that's how you get hurt. But if you truly are who you authentically want to be, and not something that's perceived as a good person or a bad person, no, was that what you want to be? Because everyone's perspective for good or bad is different, like it truly is. But for you will notice that whatever people has to say about how do you say that, a personality trait of yours, it will not hurt at all. You will look at that person and think by yourself as, okay, then I'm not the person for you. What do you want me to do about it? I'm not going to do anything about it. Honestly, you'll take me as I am, and if you can't, I don't know, there's the door. Be creative, you know? So that's why a lot of times when people, because now, personally, I choose to be selfish in certain situations very badly for myself. Because for me, if I don't want to do something, I don't want to do something. If I don't want to rekindle a connection, I do not want to. I don't care how many times people, I don't care. If I want to walk away from a situation or want to walk away from whatever, I'm going to. I'm not gonna go look back. You can try say everything to me. You can try to put the whole blame onto me, and I will accept it. Like I had at last, someone put the whole thing onto me, and the only thing that I was saying was, You're absolutely right. And I still kept walking. Because the thing is, for me, I know where the fuck I want to go. And if that's not with you, I'm not going to stay. I'm not going to wait. I don't give a shit how people perceive it. You know, because the thing is, what I've learned, I don't need to explain myself to someone else who the fuck I am. I know who the fuck I am. And the people that I love, truly love, know who the fuck I am. You, a person that knew me for a certain year ago or whatever, I don't know you. I don't give a fuck about you. I don't need to explain to you who I am. I don't need to re-explain or rekindle anything with you in any shape or form, you know. It's like the moment that you got that switch and that you find out that you have healed from enough. I'm gonna change it from all the way healed to healed, being healed enough. Oh my gosh, English is so difficult sometimes. But that's the moment that you find out that you truly have yourself and it doesn't fucking matter what other people think about you. And for me, it's also as it's so different to give myself to people now, like who I truly am, and towards people that I want to give it to. Because I'm gonna go a little bit in the past, but because in the past, a lot of times, or I molded myself for people, I gave myself all the way to people and I had no boundaries, right? And when you try to create boundaries, everything is gonna go wrong because a lot of people are with you because you don't have boundaries, and when you create one, are you fucking kidding me? You know, you're rude, you're selfish, you're how do you say that in English? Ecocentrical? You think you're better than everyone. That's what you're gonna hear in your head, like in your voice, like a lot, like blah 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 blah. Shut up. But it was like the moment that you're at that point, it's so weird because a lot of things, and now I understand when people say you create your whole reality, is because a lot of things around me, you know, the location where I live, and horror people, not all, but most horrible people around that I find horrible in my perspective, it doesn't do me anything, even though the external stuff didn't change. I only changed, and because I changed, I perceive it differently than I did before. Does that make sense? I don't know how to explain it better, but of course, still in my life, a lot of things change for myself, for the better. Like chef kids, happily, still going, still moving, but it's also the first time in life I've noticed that there can be conflicts, or there can be people perceiving me in a wrong way, or there can be people belittling me or try to put me on whatever. And it's just the first time in life that I can look at it and it just doesn't hurt me. And the thing is, at first I was thinking to myself, is this like being emotional unavailable and having that hard persona of no one can hurt me, da, da, da. And then I found out, no, it's not. I just truly learned to accept things for who they are, but I have every right and every choice to stay or walk away from it. And that is a whole fucking like realization of no, how people can perceive other people as cool. It's actually someone who just know when to stay and when to go, you know. So that's my not smart. Why do you want to say TikTok? This is my podcast for today. And you know, if you do the healing, I've been there, still going. I do need to heal a less amount of things though, but still, I see you and I understand what you're going through, and it's hard. You're gonna feel exhausted, you're gonna feel isolated, or you're gonna feel as if you are absolutely confused because the things you have in your life don't match the person that you want to become or try to become. You need to do a lot of things for maintaining your boundaries, or you need to do a lot of things for yourself to create the reality that you want. And it's gonna feel a lot of times as if you're losing or that you have lost. But baby boy or baby girl, I can promise you, you will come at a point that you will understand why you did what you did, and you will see your fruits of your labors, and you will appreciate the fact that you needed to have patience for getting the things you want. Because you learn to have patience in getting there, you can understand it better, you can love it better, and you know how good it feels when you can hold it for a long time. So, this is my podcast, and look at my fit. Anyways, so this is my fit, and this is my podcast.